Hi friends, Tracy.bish here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. Welcome to Tracy's Sunday Challenge. Today is Sunday the 4th of February. Please disregard the note on my desk. I filmed this in January, so that host code's no longer available. Alright, so this week's challenge is a scene, creating a scene. I'm super excited. I'm also using the Cutest Cows bundle. Have you seen this? This is a bundle in the mini catalogue. It's a punch bundle on page 53. Super cute. And I live in a farming area, so I just love this set. So I'm just going to create this and chat as we go. I am actually just creating this. I had no idea what I was doing. I will completely admit I don't 100% like my card or love my card when I finish this card. But I'll tell you why at the end, why I don't really like it so much. So I have my basic white thick card base. I've also got a layer here of basic white thick to create my scene. So what's really great in this set is there's a couple of cows' bodies, and then there are actually a few heads that you can choose from. So this is a really great one to be able to create a scene. It also has some great features in there. So there's milk cans, there's sunflowers, there's chickens and roosters and grass, lots of great sentiments, and oh, there's a cowbell as well. So there's lots of really cute things in this stamp set. Okay, so I've stamped my images. I've added, 3 sunflowers, a milk can, a rooster, and the cow. And I've stamped them all with Memento Tuxedo black ink. And then I'm using my watercolor pencils to color in with. Now, this is just something that I've had these watercolor pencils for quite a few years. I don't do a lot with them, and I thought I'm going to get them out and I'm going to use them because, I've got enough things in my craft room not being used, and, my aim this year is to get out and maybe use a few more of my supplies. So once I have them stamped down, I'm just going to do a little bit of colouring. We live in a farming area here in Victoria, and although there's not quite as many dairy farms as there used to be, there's still quite a few. And one of our farmers has the most beautiful cows. He has some deep brown cows. They're all dairy cows. I have no idea what ones they're called, but they're just absolutely gorgeous. So I've sort of gone with the inspiration for that. We've got a lot of black and white jerseys as well, but yeah, I wanted to do a brown cow, because how now, brown cow. Oh, that was really bad. Sorry, guys. And what I'm doing here is I haven't played with watercolor pencils for so long. I'm doing a little bit of play with them. So I've brought my blender pen in, and this is another tool that I have not used in a long time. And what I'm doing is I'm just colouring in and blending the pencils to get a nice image. It just sort of smooths out the colour and makes it look really pretty. So once we have that done, I'm actually really happy with it. But we're creating a scene, so we need to do a background as well. And look at the difference this cow makes. You can really see it from just being coloured in with a pencil to adding blender pen to it, and smooths that colour right out. You can also use your watercolor pens. That does the same thing. I tend to not use them too much, only because I have a heavy hand, and sometimes I let a little bit too much water out, and this is not something that's going to be very forgiving for me to be using too much water with. So there's an alcohol solution inside the blender pens, and because it's a pen, it just makes it so much easier. So we're going to come in and we're going to create a little bit of grass. I know I'm using Old Olive, I believe. Actually, no, I think Old Olive's on the ground. That one is Lemon Lime Twist. So it's quite lighter. Yeah, Granny Apple Green. My mistake. I do have both packs, so I've actually coloured in with Granny Apple Green and then come back in with the Old Olive and just added a little bit of details. It sort of smooths itself out a little bit. I've also used Pool Party and Coastal Cabana for the sky. And this is where I start not liking my card too much. But it does actually turn out quite a lot better than it did as I was going along. So I think if I was to do this again, I probably wouldn't use watercolor pencils for this. Only because I am... Oh, I'm getting very honest with you right now. I get bored and I rush things. So anything that takes a little bit of time is just not my thing. And for me, you can see how I've coloured the blue in. I have rushed it and you can see the marks. So again, I don't like that. But I should have just left it as is. I come back in after adding blender pen to it. I come back in with Coastal Cabana, and I think that's where I really started to really not like it too much, but it is what it is. And as you can see, where I've added the Old Olive down, the blender pen just sort of smooths that colour out and makes it sort of blend in a little bit, which is great. We are going to come back in and stamp. There's a little a grass stamp in the set. I'm going to come back in and stamp that so it evens it all out. But like I said, if I just left it like that, I didn't add any more colour or gone in with the Coastal Cabana, I would have been a lot happier. So I'm going to tell you what I'm not happy with the card as we go along as well. So I should have left it. I keep playing with it, and that's also quite a bit of a problem. To me, it looks like, now that I look at it, it actually looks like some of the skies. You know, where you have that streaky blue and white clouds in the sky. So I'm going to stamp my sentiment. What's moo with you? How cute is that? There's actually some really good sentiments in this set. It's your special day, holy cow, thank you, milk it for all it's worth, congratulations, and the little things you do make such a big difference. So we've got some really good sentiments there for quite a few different occasions. So I've stamped that with Memento Tuxedo black ink, and then I have my grass stamp that I'm using, Old Olive, just to stamp around. Creates a really good scene. So, you know, if I left it like this, I would have been so happy. See, and on the white background, so cute. Why didn't I leave it? Here I am with the Coastal Cabana one, watercolor pencil. Don't like it. Don't do it if you're doing this card at home. leave just the balmy blue watercolor. That was just fine. Anyway, so of course I'm going to muck around with this. I did actually cut out from the footage adding some ribbon. So I did try the gold metallic. It comes in the combo. It was a online exclusive. I did try that. Didn't like it. Then I tried the Real Red and Burlap ribbon from the annual catalogue. Popped that down. I didn't like that. It was too thick. Here I am. I'm just grabbing the Lighter Than Air bundle, and I've cut out a couple of clouds with basic white. That sort of breaks down the sky, which I really liked that I'd done that, because it really does make it not look so textured with my colouring. So that's a great way of toning it all down. I did end up going with some twine, and I had my Essentials Bakers pack, which has, I think, 5 different colours in it. It's like a lot of neutral colours, and I went with the crumb cake. So yeah, here I'm trying to decide on a backing piece, a matting piece. I went with Granny Apple Green, Old Olive, then I bring the Coastal Cabana in, and I will be honest, I went with the Coastal Cabana and I should have left it with nothing. I should have went with just the basic white card, and that's one thing that I super regret, because yeah, the Coastal Cabana, I probably should have went with Balmy Blue over Coastal Cabana, but I didn't grab that down. Anyway, we're going with it. Like I said, I'm not 100% happy with this card, but I'm sharing it with you anyway. So here, oh, I did keep this in. Okay, so there's the gold. Wasn't happy with that. I did try the burlap one. I didn't like that. And we are going to pop on that baker's twine. So yeah, I think it's good to try different things, and this is how I create. Usually you guys are always just seeing my end result because I'll create the card and then I recreate the card on video. I'm trying to be a little bit more productive with my time, which means that I'm filming my creations as I go, and I hope that helps with your creativity because we all are not fantastic crafters at times. We can make mistakes, as you can see with this card, and sometimes it does take a lot of trial and error of choosing products. So this is a little less misleading, and I think I put it down to I don't do well under pressure, but this is not pressure because I'm just filming as I go. So I couldn't do this live because otherwise the video would probably go on for hours, but with a video that I've edited, this will work just fine. So I've wrapped it around 3 times. It looks really good. I'm going to come in with some more Wink of Stella because it actually does look so good with all the sparkle and shine. And that's my card. I'm not adding any embellishments or anything like that. The Wink of Stella is going to do the whole trick. So I really hope that you've enjoyed my card. I hope you've seen my mistakes and don't mind it anyway. But I hope that you will join in this week's challenge. It is a scene, create a scene, and I really hope that you'll join in. Alright everyone, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you have an amazing Sunday, and I'll see you next Thursday with a live video at 5 PM Australian time. Have a wonderful weekend everyone. Bye bye.